Picture this. 7 a.m., your CFO calls, alarmed about a threat they read about in the Wall Street Journal. They ask, "Does this matter to us?" Unsure, you drop everything you're doing, including your coffee and kids, and start investigating. 6 p.m. hits. You haven't taken a break, and you finally conclude it doesn't affect the company. Your whole day wasted on one threat. You're late for dinner, and in the meantime, threats are piling up. Even without CFO distractions, you and your team are always behind, burdened by a never-ending sea of threats that may or may not matter. Sound familiar? With Fletch Major Threats, you'll flip the script. You'll have instant answers for your CFO in terms they can understand, and threats never pile up. In fact, you'll always be ahead. How? Fletch scours the entire threat landscape, processing tens of thousands of threat articles and hundreds of thousands of indicators daily to know the pulse of the entire threat landscape. An impossible task for people, a perfect job for Fletch's AI engine. Fletch then determines the major threats. These are the threats that matter right now to the worldwide cybersecurity community. Every day, about 10 major threats emerge, and 20 evolve, for a total of 200 to 300 over the last 30 days. Pretty manageable numbers, right? That's because Fletch intelligently groups threat indicators, CVEs, and hashes by threat name, and filters out outdated signals so you can focus on what's coming, not what's been. Want to see every active major threat right now? Check out Fletch's All Threats page, a simple, sortable list to see everything new. Search for a specific threat, or just browse the major threats from the last 30 days. Fletch tracks every detail, the stage of each threat, from emerging to trending to mainstream. On average, Fletch gets you 5 days ahead, your earliest warning system. The criticality of each threat, scored by cybersecurity community expert consensus, not a corporation. And advice to stay ahead, so threats never impact you. Then, Fletch correlates the current state of major threats with your Fletch exposure profile, so you know which threats correlate with your organization's tech, geo, and industry exposure daily. It's impossible to be totally immune to threats, but with Fletch, you'll finally be ahead of the major threats that matter most.